We live? We are live. We are live, y'all. This is the premium episode, man. This is we giving y'all away a free episode, y'all. Free 99, y'all. Welcome to The Fantasy with SJT. You already know ItsNation TV behind the scenes on this, making everything go. So y'all already know what it is, man. Welcome. We gonna do it up for this show. You know, this is the premium one. This is what y'all don't usually get. So we gotta go all in today, fellas. We gotta go all in. We gotta go all in, man.
Content.
Yeah, great content
shit in store for y'all. So
always
be ready.
Always, man. And if you have not yet subscribed to ItsNation TV, please do so. ItsNation TV on YouTube. Subscribe, like, and then also hit that notification bell. All right, so you know every time we go live, y'all get that update on your phone to check us out. All right, so
same thing y'all do for ESPN, do for the fantasy with SJT. Yeah, you know,
Facts.
Like, come on, man. Why not?
Facts. Facts.
You need more than one source.
Well, really, we the best source. You know what I'm saying? We the best
What DJ
source.
Khaled say? We the best.
We the best. We the best for sure. You know what I'm saying? There ain't nobody doing it like we do it. So y'all definitely want to check us out.
And we keep it funky for y'all. You know,
and we keep it 100.
Ain't no boring. You know, I don't want to say the word, but you know,
that's it. You
got you know what I mean? Like, come on.
You got the 4-letter networks. You got the 3-letter networks. Y'all know who they are. You know
we giving it to
y'all
raw.
We give it to y'all. We give it to y'all. We give it to y'all raw, uncut.
We drink our brews.
You know what I'm saying? We give it shit. So
you know what I mean?
This is the unfiltered fucking episode. You know what I'm saying? Like,
come on, man.
This is how it goes in the premium episode. So yeah, we got some people looking at this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So subscribe now. You know what I'm saying? You need to get this for sure. All right. But what we're gonna get into today, we're gonna get into our stardom, sit-ems, buy low, sell high, and we got some more for y'all. So let's get into that. Buy low, sell highs. That's what we're going with first.
So who did the buy low sell?
Buy low, sell high. That was me. All right. So let's put it up there, Mac. Let's get those buy low.
Let's see what he got in store for us today.
Up there, you know. I mean,
we got stardom set and say. I can't wait to see that.
All right, we gonna start buy low. Joe Mixon. We're gonna start off with him. Joe Mixon, going against the Cleveland Browns. This if you're gonna get him, this is the week to get him because I feel like this Cleveland matchup here. I mean,
I don't know what I did.
Yeah. All right, All right, we're gonna go. Well, Joe Mixon going against Cleveland. Joe Mixon going against Cleveland. Oh. I'm all over the place now. Like
just explain why he's a buy low.
He's a buy low. He's a buy low because I feel like this week he's gonna have a big week. Now, as far as the matchups we got skewed or whatever.
Matchups don't matter. Buy low, sell high. It don't matter about the matchup.
Yeah, it does. It does matter about the matchup
this week. Why?
No, because he's gonna have like I forget who they play, but he's gonna have
Jacksonville.
Yeah, okay, they played Jacksonville tonight. He's gonna have a big week this week, so you really needed to buy low on him this week. So I mean, like now I'm all over.
But you only buying. Hold on, you only buying low for one matchup.
No,
you buy low for the season, bro. The matchup don't matter on buy low, sell high, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell you,
nigga. No, like, bro, I'm not talking about one fucking matchup. Like I'm talking like through season.
Oh,
okay, but I'm saying this would have been a good. Now next week you're not going to be able to buy him low.
He's saying
he's going to have a big week against Jacksonville.
But you have to go get him like right now.
You have to,
right now.
That's what I'm saying. Today. You got to get him like, but we already know that's not going to happen in the Thursday night game. All right, but that's not going to happen. So, okay, so but Joe Mixon, I definitely feel like he was a buy low candidate. But like we said, it's not going to be able to happen this week. We'll move on. Robert Woods, I'm gonna skip by Dave Montgomery because Dave Montgomery, I feel like he's gonna have a big week this week. They're gonna have to run the football. But Robert Woods, we got questions on Robert Woods, and I feel like he's a buy low candidate right now. I think he's going to break out soon. He's going to break out. He's going to break out.
I agree.
And it's just a matter of time. So people that have him on your roster, I mean, I know you could. I mean, I know it's enticing to bench him right now. Like, but I feel like he's gonna do good. He's gonna have a good week this week. So definitely just be patient. Be patient.
The Rams got this week?
They got the Arizona Cardinals this week. They got the Arizona Cardinals this week. So
I feel like the same way Cooper Kupp had his stretch, like Robert Woods might have.
I don't know. That Cooper Kupp stretch is crazy.
He might.
I don't know. Man.
I think that he has a stretch like that too.
Cooper Kupp stretch.
Not probably not exactly like Cooper Kupp's stretch, but I feel like he's gonna have a good stretch too.
He's gonna have some solid weeks.
He's gonna have
Robert Woods stays.
Man. There's no way he doesn't. There's no way he doesn't.
No way he stays in the funk.
You gotta be patient, but
when I buy him low,
yeah,
I don't think I'll buy Robert Woods right now. It
depends on what you have.
Well, right now that's as low as I know,
but
low right now.
But
so.
He's low, and I feel like he's going to stay low. And I don't think I want Robert Woods this season. That's what I'm saying. Like I wouldn't buy on Robert Woods at all.
That's your opinion. I don't.
That's true with Chuck. That's true with Chuck Price saying like McVay got to be telling him like, "Yo, Woods, trust me."
McVay doesn't care who's getting the ball, long as they're winning. Like he doesn't care if Cooper Kupp keeps getting passes. Think he cares? He's a head coach. He doesn't care. He just wants to win football games. He don't care who gets the football.
People are going to start keying on that.
Yeah.
It's only been week
after 3. It's after 3 weeks. What do you mean keying on it? Cooper Kupp's out there running wide open because they're running plays designed to get Cooper Kupp open.
They're going to run plays designed to get Bobby Trees open.
Yeah.
3 weeks they haven't been trying to get him open. Maybe he just can't get open. Like,
right? You real low.
Yeah,
you real low on. You real low on Robert
low
Woods.
on Robert Woods, bro. Very low.
Coming from a guy that needs a wide receiver on the squad right now.
But me? I need a receiver.
Maybe you should be.
I mean, yeah.
Well, I don't need a
AJ
receiver.
Brown. We gonna keep it.
I need my players.
Robert Woods is probably higher in fantasy than AJ Brown right now.
Yeah, Robert Woods is definitely a guy that he's
got
the boom potential.
Come back from injury. I don't need a receiver.
Your players have been out there prior to last week.
He's got the boom potential.
Robert Woods too. He's been doing better than AJ Brown.
I mean, AJ Brown has a touchdown this year. Robert Woods
has a touchdown this year.
Does he?
In week 1, he does.
Okay.
So
thank you, Tweez. Thank you.
I'll give you that though.
I appreciate that.
Yeah,
but we gonna keep it moving.
Buy low on Robert Woods and
should have put AJ Brown up there. Why is it AJ on that list?
Put Robert Woods on there.
Yeah, you should definitely put AJ up there.
He could have been up there. He could have been up there.
Need to go get AJ right
now. All right, Miles Sanders, buy low candidate as well. You know, I mean, he has this Dallas game. The expectation was high. He was supposed to have a good game. I mean,
he got 2 carries.
2 carries. So
right now you buy low on Miles
you can buy
Sanders.
low
with that one.
or Miles Sanders right now.
What you giving up though?
I mean, you know, you can't just sit here and say what you're giving up, bro.
You can.
If I had,
I mean, it's all about your team, man. I mean, you can give up a like a low end wide receiver too.
I don't know, man.
You know what I mean? It depends. It all depends on your team and the person, their football, what they know about football. Some people make trades because they don't know nothing. You know, it depends on what type of league you're playing in.
It's true.
It all depends. Trades depends on the person you're trying to trade with, like your team, their team. It all depends. It's hard to say who I'm gonna sit here and trade for Miles Sanders right now.
Yeah, Miles Sanders. I mean, at the end of the day, he's a buy low. He's a buy low for me. We're gonna move on. Hold Allen Robinson. Allen Robinson, you know, he hasn't been doing what he needs to do. For people that have drafted him, they drafted him in the 2nd round, mid-second. It's just not working right now. It's not working for him right now. I mean, so 2nd, 3rd round. If you was able to get him the 3rd round, you was happy. But right now, at that time, you was happy. But now it's not looking good. I mean, we talked about this before. We got on, and Tweez was talking about sitting him this week, and
I'm sitting Allen Robinson for Tyler Boyd this week. Like it has to happen. I mean, with T. Higgins out the floor for Tyler Boyd,
I don't disagree with it.
It's much lower. I mean, it's not going to be like that going forward.
Right.
Just
if
like
Allen Robinson can't get it together against Detroit,
I had to see it. I don't care if he has a big week. Like I will live with him having a big week on my bench.
Have that big week on your
I have
bench,
to.
bro?
I have to.
You don't want to see him have your big.
Yeah.
big
I have to though. I don't want him to do bad. I want him to do good so I can put him back in there with confidence.
Of course.
So I'm not asking
might
the
as well
entire
start him.
league for a wide receiver.
You might as well start him.
No, bro. It's not happening. Not tonight. Tyler Boyd got the Jags, no T. Higgins.
Now, I like the matchup with Tyler Boyd tonight.
Yeah, I like the
T.
matchup
Higgins
as well.
Going
I like
against
the matchup.
Jacksonville, he should see a lot of
He
targets.
should see targets, man.
So I like
More
Tyler
targets
Boyd.
than he saw against Pitt, too.
But
Allen Robinson is the number one.
exactly.
I mean, I feel,
Allen
but
Robinson.
who's throwing him the ball? The
Justin-
guy that they had 70 yards of total offense.
I know. Justin Fields threw for 68 passing yards. That's like absolutely terrible. I never.
I want no parts of
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
No
yeah.
parts.
I don't think I ever seen a starting quarterback throw for less than 100 yards.
Yeah.
You taking the wait and see
That was
approach.
pretty
I'm with
bad.
that. The wait and see approach on that situation.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
But if
So-
Andy Dalton starts, I think you should start Allen Robinson.
I can't though. It's too late
I mean, it's
because
too
it's gonna happen tonight.
Yeah, it's happening
DJ Moore is
tonight.
not coming out of
That's
there
true.
or Kareem Hunt ever again. Ever again.
All right.
You started DJ Moore this week? It's like, now let's move on.
We're gonna go on. We're gonna go to the sell highs. Sell highs. Brandon Cooks at the top of my list.
Hey, top of the
He's
list.
been balling. Yeah, right now we
You
don't
see
know
it
what.
slowing down?
No, I see. I mean, know what? I do see it slowing down. I mean, especially with Davis Mills in there, quarterback.
D up there too.
Davis Mills at quarterback. I'm just we're gonna see what Tyrod situation was going on with that. But right now, as he's a sell high for me. He's a sell high. You can get some good pieces for Brandon Cooks right now. He's been solid. I mean, as we know, he's up there. I want to say he's what, top 5.
I feel like you're gonna get a lot of garbage time points out of Brandon Cooks.
He's top 5 right now. So
You'll get a ton of
I don't know.
garbage time out of
I don't know if
Brandon
I
Cooks.
see Brandon Cooks slowing down. I mean, I don't think it's gonna be like rock steady like it is now, but I think
Right.
Cooks goes over 1,000 yards and at
Yeah.
least like 6-7 touchdowns this year. Like he's good for wide receiver 17 this year. Like, and that's solid. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know. I like Brandon Cooks. Like,
But what
I
can
mean-
what you could get for him right now? You can get some good pieces depending on what your situation.
I feel
is.
like if you do, you can sell him high and you can like
I mean, I like
you compare him with somebody like, you know, Brandon Cooks in the low end running back 2, and you might be able to get like a solid running back 2, or like it depends on what people need or their teams. But yes, Brandon Cooks right now is a sell high. I give you that. He's a sell
All
high.
right, we're gonna keep it moving. All right, let's get the list back up there. All right, James Robinson, Jacksonville. We already know. I feel like Urban Meyer has a vendetta out against him for some reason. I just don't feel like they're not. I mean, he had a great week this week. I mean, so that's why I have him on this sell high list. I mean, because the previous weeks, Urban Meyer was acting like he didn't want to give him the opportunities, didn't want to give him the carries, but he did his thing this week. But I can see Urban Meyer going back and saying, you know what, let's peel back on that. Let's get a little bit more Chenault in there, whatever. And tonight, I mean, they're going against Cincinnati. Cincinnati they've been good defensively for some reason. They've been solid. So, I mean, we touched on the Thursday night game on Thursday, but
It's not for some reason, man. Like they've been good.
yeah, Cincinnati
they
has
got
been
better.
Cincinnati has been good.
They've been
Cincinnati has been
surprising.
solid.
Yeah, they've been surprising. They've been really
surprising. So I don't see him having a big game. I feel like this, like the past week, that
What's it, year 2 for Zach Taylor, head coach?
mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's all right.
Yeah.
Right now, you try to sell high on
They might be 3-1 after today. It's crazy.
on James Robinson for sure, because I don't see what he did last week. I don't see him keeping that up for the season. I feel like he had one good game. Now he's about to go right back into where he
10,
was
11.
2 years ago. Like, I mean, two weeks ago. Like,
Yeah, right.
you know what I mean? He had
Nah,
that
no
one
bull.
good game. This is when you sell the players high right now. James Robinson is definitely a sell high candidate.
James Robinson, 30-yard
Mhm.
touchdown. That's what happens, bro. Don't blame us for your losses, please.
Yeah,
this
please.
is what the game. This is what it's supposed to be.
It's football, man.
It's supposed to be what we're saying.
All right, let's get through this. Let's get through the Bible sell highs. All right, Adam Thielen, to me is a sell high this
What about
week.
your vendetta against Clyde? You skip Clyde. Don't
Is he
skip
worth
Clyde.
even
Don't
mentioning?
skip Clyde. I don't want to mention.
Nah,
Sell
Clyde,
him.
let me stop. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I mean, I told you guys previously. Look, if he has a big game, sell. Once he has that
You're
game.
officially at the Matthew Berry, Le'Veon Bell point right now.
With Clyde.
Like, yeah, bro. Like,
sell him.
like,
Get rid of him.
like, bro,
just
you're
just
officially
Clyde.
there. You're
Just-
officially there,
Nah,
bro.
but just because Clyde, I mean, he let me down last year. Clyde was the main reason why I had the year I had last year. That's why I just like I couldn't talk shit last year because of Clyde.
He doesn't even wish him the best.
I couldn't. And Kenyon Drake too.
He wants
Kenyon
to
Drake.
die.
Kenyon
Just
Drake
die.
as well. Kenyon Drake as well. But Clyde, he's one of those guys that he's the reason why I had a bad year. So I'm not for right now. He had a decent. I wouldn't even say he had a great game last week, but it was serviceable. It was solid on as far as numbers, fancy numbers. So he could be a sell high.
He had another fumble too. He had another fumble last week too.
Yeah, he did. But what he finished with? What he finished with? Like what? 19?
Nah, yeah, he had
19 fantasy points.
He had 100 rushing yards, 32 receiving, and a touchdown.
Yeah, so he finished with some decent numbers. But if you can sell him right now, I would sell him immediately. You know what I mean? Just because I just don't see him keeping it up. They've had some solid matchups earlier on, and he hasn't been able to produce. I mean, it's obvious that it's the Kelsey Tyreek Hill show, and then I mean we saw Harmon get involved too this week. I mean, so it's just, and then they bringing in Josh Gordon. I just don't like the situation for Clyde right now. I mean, I feel like fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice. You know what I mean? Like it's not. I mean, he's had last year. I mean, so he's had some time to wow me, and I'm just not wowed yet. So I would sell him high.
I agree with Clyde. Clyde was on the sell high list last week too.
Yeah, so
and he didn't even do nothing. I'm like, sell him now. Like, why he still has some value? So now he's a little bit higher. So
a little bit
you
higher.
can sell Clyde right now. You should try to do so.
Yes, for sure. But we're gonna keep it moving.
The Chiefs right now are 1-2. They're gonna try to put the ball in Mahomes' hands, and they're gonna try to throw the football right now. They're trying to win football games, and the best way to win football games is give the ball to the $500 million man. So I don't see.
All
Clyde
right, on to the next. Adam Thielen coming in as my last guy to sell high on. I mean, he's been solid. He's been getting his touchdowns. Well, he got 4 touchdowns on the year so far. It's 4. It's something like
3 games.
Yeah. So he's been doing well. But I mean, if you add the yardage to that, I mean, the yardage just hasn't been there. But he's been more of a touchdown dependent guy. But he looks good right now. I would definitely sell him high right now. You can get some good pieces if you're lacking at the running back position. Thielen would definitely be a guy that you can trade off, you know, and to get some serviceable pieces. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I had him on this list. I definitely feel like he will have his games. He will have his games moving forward. But right now, I would say he's at a peak right now, and it's Adam Thielen. You know, it's a touchdown king. He knows how to find his way into the end zone. So I would definitely make that trade, sell him high. You know, who knows who you can get. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you may be able to get a James Robinson and somebody else on top of that for Adam Thielen, just because of the production that he has given in the past couple of games.
Whoever does that is tripping. Not getting that type of production.
Wait, what you mean? What you mean?
Adam Thielen is solid, but no.
All right. I mean, what would you
get for Adam Thielen?
What would you want for Adam Thielen?
You probably get Jacob. I mean, you probably get like Josh Jacobs straight up. Probably get James Robinson straight up. Running backs are tough, man. That's why. That's the only reason why running backs are tough.
So would you trade Allen Robinson away for Thielen?
No,
you wouldn't.
No.
Thielen and somebody else.
Well, are we making the bet right here that Thielen finishes higher than Allen Robinson?
No.
Then why wouldn't you take Thielen over Allen Robinson?
Because it can get really good for Allen Robinson.
When
it can get
it's
good
not
for Thielen too as well.
For how?
But no, it's not. It's not.
How?
It's not.
He has Justin Fields and Andy Dalton. Like,
it's not going to be shitty all year. They just need to figure it out. And until they do, you should not have Allen Robinson in your lineup if you have other options. There it is. No. What do you mean? There it is.
So if I sent you Thielen for Allen Robinson, you're declining it.
Yes, nigga.
All right. Nick doesn't agree. Oh, you'll keep Thielen, of course. I mean, like,
What do you
Thielen
mean?
as a whole. You hold on to Thielen. Like, people keep sleeping.
Hang on to
Is he going to
Thielen.
keep scoring touchdowns? He had 14 last year. Now he has 4 in 3 games.
That's
not
great.
Fluke.
That's great.
Not fluke.
I mean, I'm not saying that. I'm
He
big
knows how
on
to score a
Thielen. I'm big on
touchdown.
Thielen. I think Thielen is nice. Do I think Allen Robinson is better than Adam Thielen? Yes, I do. Who the fuck doesn't think
Look,
that?
who's
Like, what do you mean?
Who's that?
What do you mean?
I don't know. Let
I
Robinson
don't
go.
Yeah, like,
Yeah, let him go. Who is that? Say her name. Who is that? Yeah,
because no.
let Allen Robinson go. Like, come on.
I mean, I
D?
don't know, man.
Come on,
It's just,
man.
it's just
the quarterback.
I don't know,
you gotta
man.
look at the offense and the quarterback situation. Like Thielen's quarterback and his offense situation is way better than Allen Robinson. Like the Bears don't. I don't know if they have an offensive line out there. They give up 8 sacks last week. Where's the offensive line? They don't have
To the
one.
Browns, Myles Garrett,
Oh,
arguably
Myles
one of the
Garrett.
best.
They-
He was on track to be
Did-
defensive
did
player of
he
the
have-
year last year
Did
before
they
he
have
got
8
hurt.
sacks the week
Oh, that's
before?
Carl.
No, they had 8 sacks against the Bears. They didn't have 8 sacks the week
Man,
before,
stop,
bro.
man.
Like, stop it.
Don't do me like that, man.
Come on. Thielen and Robinson? Come on, man.
I'm not.
Come on.
Nah, I'm not taking that. Not taking that.
Come on, man.
I'll hang on to
We
Robinson.
gonna move on. All right, Stephon Diggs, I have as another whole. You know what I'm saying? Just he had a bad. I mean, it wasn't a great week versus Washington. But he's going to get it right. I mean, especially this week they're going against Houston, so this could be Stephon
true.
Diggs' biggest fantasy week this week. So to round it up, hold
Thank you,
Stephon
guys.
Diggs.
No, I
Hey.
just sit there. No, get off,
Look
bro.
what Nick said. My man has 18 touchdowns in the last 18 games. He's a touchdown guy. Like, come on. Like, stop
Give
it.
Ease.
It's
Robinson
not
doesn't have
fluke
a
with
quarterback.
Thielen. Thielen knows how to find the end zone. Kirk Cousins is
I'm
going to
hip,
find it.
man. But still, man, like DJ and Carl gets
Damn, 18 touchdowns in 18 games. Listen
Hey,
to that.
Donald, your last name Robinson? Come on, dog. You supposed to be that's family, dog. You know, family.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I mean? Like,
Nah,
yeah.
dog. That's my man. That's my cousin right there, dog. Like, I mean, still, dog. Like, that's crazy, dog. You're supposed to be with me, bro. You're supposed to be with me,
Ain't
bro.
no
Like,
bias. Just like fantasy. You don't play bias. You got to let people know. what
fact,
it is.
he's a realist, though, bro. Like, but come on, bro. I'm not giving up. Hey, we hanging on to A-Rob until we see something, bro.
A-Rod for three.
I'm not doing it. Why you want him then?
I wouldn't do it.
I'm about to
Like, what are
say.
you talking about?
Shit.
Man,
But
If
nah,
somebody
dog.
proposed that to you, you should take that shit in
Nah.
a heartbeat.
Nah.
Better offense, bro. Come on, you know. Would you?
I'm
I
good.
don't want good players and bad offenses. That's your motto. That's your motto.
Let's go.
Come on, man.
I think okay, Allen Robinson has a better week than Thee this week.
I mean, we're not doing that.
All right, we gonna wrap. We gonna
How we not
We gonna wrap
doing
with a
that? How we
Vallow
not
sell
doing-
We're
high.
talking season, bro. Like
Man.
that could happen. Like
Why we not doing it then?
that could happen.
Talking that
They
shit,
play Detroit.
bruh.
Come on, man.
I don't care. What do you mean? I don't
we can make
care.
that bet.
All right, 10.
10.
10.
All right.
All right, we
Adam
gonna
Thee, Doug.
we wrapping up.
No,
We
I'm gonna
gonna
hit
go.
you.
We gonna
Thee.
go ahead to the stardom and sit-ems.
Hey, listen.
And we about to get into the stardoms right
Let me see
now,
who we
man.
got up there.
Go ahead, throw it up there, Mac, my producer.
Shout out. Shout out.
Shout out to TP, he cooked up the beat. Hey, but look, hey, Matthew Stafford versus Arizona. I think you guys start him. I think this game's gonna be high scoring. I mean that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it right there. Sean McVay has that thing up and running. Russell Wilson at San Fran. You just saw what Green Bay did to San Fran. They don't have any corners out there. I mean, Josh Norman is there, but it's Josh Norman, so he's toast. Like, I mean, I feel like DK and Lockett should have a field day. Justin Herbert versus Las Vegas. Miami just put up 28 on Las Vegas. So I think the Chargers offense should come out there strong. And I feel like the Chargers offense is going to do well. The Chargers offense is I feel like Las Vegas gets their first loss this week at SoFi Stadium. Next, Aaron Rodgers versus Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's defense is not the same as it was last year. I'm over that. So if you got Pittsburgh defense, you start them against Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams, Aaron Jones. No, those guys. I don't think that. I don't see it, man. I think Aaron Jones is. I think Devontae Adams, Aaron Jones, Robert Tunyon, like Funyuns, is out there. I feel like they're there to stay now. They had that one hiccup against New Orleans, and then they've been on fire. Aaron Rodgers hasn't looked back since
Devontae
then.
Adams is back.
Another we go to the running backs. I got Joe Mixon tonight against Jacksonville. I got Joe Mixon having a field day out there. Hopefully they slow it down a little bit so that Tyler Boyd can get some of that action. But I feel like Joe Mixon has been averaging roughly around like 22, 23 carries per game, and he's going against Jacksonville at home. They're going to eat them up. I'll shout out Matthew Berry right now. Peyton Barber ran for like 118 yards against Miami. I don't know what y'all think Jonathan Taylor's going to do, but if you got him, hold on to him. I got him in one of my leagues. I'm still going through it right now because he hasn't scored a touchdown, but he has 6 to 8 carries inside the red zone right now. Like he's going to score. Touchdown regression is coming in a really good way for Jonathan Taylor. So hang on there for sure. Like just don't give up hope on Jonathan Taylor. Don't trade him or anything right now. Got Austin Eckler versus Las Vegas. This goes back to Justin Herbert. I feel like he's gonna find his receivers, and one of his better receivers is actually coming out of the backfield. Everybody's talking about Mike Williams right now, as they should be, but Austin Eckler is still there. I feel like Austin Eckler gets back on track this week against Las Vegas. David Montgomery is probably going to run all over Detroit because I think that everybody runs over Detroit, but Detroit has gotten a lot better. That game's going to be closer than a lot of people think. I will say this. I think that Detroit will get their first win of the season on Sunday against Chicago because
I agree.
Because they've been playing games tough. Like they lost on a 66-yard field goal last week against the Baltimore Ravens, like longest in history. So if you've been tuning in, Detroit has played San Fran. Detroit has played San Fran, Baltimore, and Green Bay. Like they played like tough games. Then they get the Bears. Like, yeah, I mean, I feel like even though David Montgomery might have a good game, I feel like Detroit's gonna win at the end of the day. So we're gonna move on to the wideouts. I don't remember them, so I'm gonna wait for them to throw them up there. The only reason why I got Stephon, okay, so this list will use you won't see these guys on this list no more. But these guys have had slow starts. And well, to their standards, it's been slow starts. Stephon Diggs is just like you guys seen on the previous segment. He's on a sell high or buy low list. He's on your buy low. Was he on your buy low?
This has been a crazy slow start.
Yeah, it's been crazy for Steph. Like if your quarterback throws for what, like 4 or 5 touchdowns. Yeah, he threw for like 400, and Stephon Diggs only had like 68 yards. Like he's the best. He's one of the best wideouts in the entire NFL. Like so, I feel like it's a wait and see approach, but I think it happens this week against Houston. You saw what?
I disagree.
You saw what? Why?
I don't know. Steph, he's a good receiver, but he had the 1 year. What did I tell you though?
You saw what Brandon Cooks did to Houston. What do you think that Stephon Diggs gonna do to Houston?
What did I tell you about Diggs?
What about Diggs?
That would be his best season ever.
Nobody's anticipating him to do what he did last year. He led the league he had like 15, 1800.
But he's nowhere close. Like
it's a slow start.
It's still early.
All right.
That's why I said this week he gets back on track.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, he gets back on track.
He gets back on track this week for sure. You don't think he's an all-pro? He's coming off an all-pro season.
He's an all-pro. Okay.
He's an all-pro. What do you mean? He's one of the best in the NFL.
No,
all right, bro. Like I mean, it's Stephon Diggs. It's Stephon Diggs. Like, stop.
Stop saying it like that. Like he's just been a all-pro his whole career. Like he's been solid. He was good with Minnesota, but he had the 1 year.
And then when he plays by himself, he's an all-pro. Make it make sense. Make it make sense.
What have you done for me lately, Diggs? That's all I want to see.
Probably be all-pro. He's a season removed from being the best wide receiver in the NFL.
Your brother is looking more like a NFL player than you right now.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
I'm gonna talk my shit about Diggs because I'm gonna talk my shit.
Because you're loafing right now.
I'm gonna talk my shit.
He's gonna have a big week.
He's gonna have a big week, man. He's playing Houston.
We'll see.
He's playing Houston, bro. Look at DJ Moore slaughtered.
Get it done this week.
All right. Anyway,
then what we're gonna talk about?
You said what now?
What if you don't get it done this week? Then what we're gonna talk? Oh, it's still early.
If if was a fifth, we'd all be drunk, right?
We'll see.
All right, cool. Anyway, what you got him as a sit-em?
How many touchdowns you got?
Clown. Like you got we're the best wide receiver in the league. Like
touchdowns
that's why. Is that what you laughing about? Hey, so but anyway. Bro, you talking about Stephon Diggs? Sorry, John. I'm sorry, John. Like you playing him this week, but hey, man, it's gonna happen. I mean, and you're agreeing with that. Like it's Houston. But anyway, we're gonna move on to DK versus San Fran. Just like I said, they don't have no wideouts. I mean, they don't have no corners over there. I don't believe in their secondary right now. You saw what Devontae did last week. Took a huge shot, still came in, made a huge catch down the stretch. I feel like DK, just by having Lockett on the other side, is gonna open up everything for him. He got back on track last week. I feel like he keeps it going this week against San Fran. San Fran's defense is not what it used to be either, so keep that in mind. Fred Warner and Nick Bosa, they're nice, but outside of that, like I said, Josh Norman's out there, so it is what it is. Calvin Ridley versus my beloved Washington football team. Calvin Ridley's gonna have a field day. We can't catch COVID out there, so I mean, we can't stop nobody. We can't stop a nosebleed. We suck. Right now, we suck. Like it's not good. I hope they prove me wrong on Sunday and lock this up, but
me too.
it's not looking good. Yeah, shout out to Sean. He's gonna be at the game, but
I'm playing that guy too.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, but it's gonna be bad, right? I'm ready to go, bro. What the fuck? Fuck this.
I see a huge game for really too.
But yeah, then. Yeah, they show all that shit. So they like the players can see their fantasy stats in the stadium.
Other people's.
Yeah, like dog, I believe that.
We'll see, CH.
I believe that Diggs gets it going. I believe that DK balls. I feel like Calvert-Lee's gonna ball. I also feel like Terry McLaurin is gonna eat Atlanta also. So if you got Terry McLaurin, this is a good week to lock him into your lineups for sure because he should eat that up. He should eat that wholeheartedly. Logan Thomas, it's been kind of like a shaky start for Logan. But Atlanta's secondary as a whole, I feel like this game is going to be a high-scoring game because both of these defense can't really stop good offenses. I mean, Atlanta limited the Giants to 14 points, but I don't see it. I don't see it happening on Sunday. I feel like it's going to be a track meet down there in the Dome. TJ Hawkinson, I've been riding with him every time I get a chance to. He had a down week last week, but it gets back on track against Chicago. Like I said, the passing game in Detroit only goes through TJ Hawkinson and the running back. So I feel like TJ Hawkinson gets back on track. I like Dawson Knox versus Houston. It's more of a start everybody against Houston. And for my next one, I said the Eagles tight ends as a whole against Kansas City because the Eagles will have to throw in this game to win this game. And they from what I've seen on Monday night with the Cowboys, I mean, I just feel like they get their tight ends are a huge part of their passing game. So you can start those guys. That's going to be a high-scoring game. Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid should be pumped up to play the Eagles, so he's probably going to try to put up 1 million on them for sure. We got the defenses next. Defense, special teams. You got the Bills versus Houston. It's going to be a shit show once again. You saw what they did to Washington out there. It's going to be bad. Got New Orleans versus the Giants. Yeah, because they're not. Come on, you need prayer out there. I mean, the Titans defense is not that good. Who are they playing?
Jets.
They're not that good, bro. Like the Titans defense is not that good.
They're playing the Jets.
I'm sorry. I'd rather start New Orleans versus the Giants versus Daniel Jones.
Could be a get right for Zach Wilson.
It might be. Like I'm saying. Like it might be, dog.
Y'all see it.
It might be.
Here it come.
It might be, dog.
Get right.
It might be.
Get right.
Okay.
The Jets might get their first dub.
You want to bet on that too?
Nah. Hell no.
No AJ Brown, no Julio Jones.
No AJ Brown. No, Julio's gonna be out there.
No, Julio's in question, dog.
Nah, he's gonna be out there. If he's not out there, then they have a problem. I got Tampa Bay versus New England. You saw what the Saints did to New England last week. The New England, if they don't really have much of an offense out there, so I mean much of a defense out there. So an offense. So they should be locking that up. Tampa Bay coming off the loss, they're gonna patch that up. They got Richard Sherman joining the secondary, so I feel like it's gonna get a lot better for them. And tonight, Cincinnati versus Jacksonville. Jacksonville will be a mainstay on this show on Stardoms. Whoever defense is playing Jacksonville, you will see them up there. They don't have much of an offense. So if you have any of these guys right here, from the quarterbacks down to defensive special teams, listen to me. You can come back. You can hit me next week and be like, oh, you told me to start this player and he did this, that, and the third. But just let me know, and I got you. But these players right here are going to produce. They have safe floors. So if anything goes wrong, they're going to get you a modest stat line in your fantasy lineup this week.
Nigga, we going to see.
Yeah. We're gonna see. Definitely gonna see.
Put the Siddums
On
up
to
there
the
so I can
Siddums.
just
Get the
but
Siddums up
throw them up
there,
there.
man.
You already know you're done, man. You know I'm coming for your neck right now, so I need to see him. Throw him up there.
Yeah, man. There go the Siddums right there. Shawnee P. Siddums, the best to do it. But Justin Fields versus Detroit. I don't know if he's going to be the starter this week. I don't know. I sent this in on Tuesday. But yeah, I don't know if Justin Fields is going to start. But if he does start, you don't start Justin Fields yet. Like, anybody that started Justin Fields last week should be slapped. Like, you don't know what he's going to do. Like, the Bears' offense is terrible right now. So if you started Justin Fields last week in his first start ever in the NFL, then you don't deserve to play fantasy football. Teddy Bridgewater against Baltimore. I feel like they're going to be running the ball. I feel like both teams are going to try to run the ball. I feel like this is going to be a defensive battle. And I don't see a lot of heavy stats in this game for either team. I feel like it's going to be a hard-fought game. And in hard-fought games, you don't get a lot of stats. You don't get a lot of fantasy production. So I think you bench Teddy Bridgewater this week. Jameis Winston against the Giants. I don't know. Jameis don't have weapons out there. The only weapon he has is Alvin Kamara. Like, you got Callaway. Who else? You got nobody's out there for Jameis Winston to throw the ball to. So I don't like Jameis this week against the Giants. Downgrade Lamar Jackson against Denver. Denver this year is ranked first against quarterbacks. Number one. They're the number one team stopping quarterbacks this year. So downgrade Lamar. Yes, you're going to start him. He could have a huge game. Who knows? He's Lamar Jackson. But downgrade him this week if he doesn't do good. I told you so.
Who they play?
They play Denver.
Who have they played?
They're number one against quarterbacks. That's all we need to know.
I know they played the Jets.
Yeah,
Did they play the Jets
they
already?
play the Jets. They play the Jets.
So
I mean, they haven't played.
So you don't agree with Lamar being downgraded this week?
Nah, I mean
against Denver.
I think Lamar's gonna do his thing.
All right.
I mean, I think
We've been here before with the downgrades with Matt Stafford, but now it's Lamar Jackson. So what's the wagers? What's Lamar
What do you
gonna
think?
do?
What do you think Lamar is not gonna? What do you think Lamar is not gonna have? Okay, so wait.
Okay,
I guarantee Lamar has 20.
Let's go.
I bet Lamar has 20.
We discussed Denver. Okay, week one they played the.
I bet he has 20. Come on.
They played the
Talking about
Giants.
downgrade.
Week
I'll put
one.
the downgrade. At
They
20.
played the Jacksonville Jaguars week 2.
Oh
they played
my
the
God.
New York
So they played
Jets
who?
week 3.
They
They played the Giants week 1.
Jacksonville
and the
They haven't
Jets.
seen shit like Lamar out there. So I will bet that he has. What's a downgrade for you? What's the point look like there?
I mean, it's Lamar Jackson. It's gonna be higher than.
I ask you a question, my man. Wait, what's his average? What's Lamar's average? Go to Lamar's average. Go to Lamar's average.
Y'all go
And
ahead,
you think he's
keep
gonna
going.
have? He's gonna have lower than his average.
Downgrade Lamar Jackson. I'm gonna stick to it.
Tempering your
What you
expectations
talking
for
about? Temper your expectations for Lamar Jackson.
What's the average?
Denver's
What's
defense
right there.
is solid. I don't care what y'all say.
22.7. That's what he comes out there. He's giving you every week. He's QB 8.
Okay, so he has 22 or less. So you say he has 22
Bets are
or
being
more.
made. in
I
this
think he has
episode.
22 or more.
23 or
23 or more.
Okay,
Yeah.
22 or less. Okay, it's gonna be a hard fought game in Denver,
Again.
and they're playing in Denver. Watch what I tell you.
Again for Lamar Jackson. Like, come
Yeah,
on, bro.
Sweezy, you're
Look at
right.
that. Look at that.
Nobodies.
And what did he do against a nobody Detroit last week? Nothing.
So get right, man. Where they playing
They
at?
shut that shit down. Lamar. All right,
Where they playing at?
Denver.
I think they're playing at Denver.
Oh, okay.
Mile High.
Okay. Yeah, mile high.
Temper your expectations for Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, they're playing at Denver.
Talking about Tyson Williams. I don't like to say this because that's my guy.
He's
You know,
shit.
but
He's some shit. And he ain't touching the thou. He ain't touching the
who
thou.
said he was gonna have a doubt?
You.
We didn't bet on that.
But it's no bet, but you
Don't
said
matter.
it.
We don't make a bet. It doesn't matter. I don't
Doesn't
really
matter.
believe it. I'm just talking shit out my ass. Like,
Oh my God, bro. Oh my God.
but we know we're not gonna have 1,000 Gus Edwards. We know that. So
That
Let's
guy
move on.
either. The guy that's gonna be in there the whole season.
we don't care what you think, Nick. Okay?
He's
He's not gonna do it. He's not gonna
gonna
get it done
eat
this
them.
week.
He's gonna eat them, bro. He's gonna eat them.
Eli passing 85 yards.
I mean, that's not really even, but
85 and 2
Touchdowns.
2+ touchdowns. That's 22 points. 23. That's 23.
That's a projection. Come on, man.
You think he's gonna have less than that?
We're basing it off.
We're not basing
That's
it off
nothing.
nothing. No, we're not. We're basing it off what I say
Oh my God.
Come on. That's a projection from one person. Let's move on. Touchdown Williams, I hate to say it, but at Denver, it's going to be tough. Like I said, it's going to be a defensive battle in this game. I don't see a lot of offense from either team in this game. It's going to be a hard-fought game. They're going to be struggling to move the ball. I mean, the Ravens are bringing back. They got Bateman coming back. They got Miles Boykins coming back. But I still think it's going to be a hard-fought defensive game. Damian Harris against Tampa. Tampa Bay is one of the best run defenses in the league.
Yeah, there's not going to be nothing.
Mark Ingram against Buffalo.
Yeah, I think they beat the shit out of the Patriots on Sunday, bro. I'm sorry. I think it's going to be a shit show.
You think that? You got Tom Brady.
It's not even that, bro.
Oh, okay.
You saw what the Saints did to them?
Come on, Tweet.
What do you think that Tampa's going to do to them, bro? With Tom Brady coming back in there. Like, Tom is probably like, if it's a game I need y'all to be up for,
no, he had
this this game.
He had this schedule since last season.
Yes.
I mean, since the schedule came out, he's like,
y'all need to be up for this game. You need to skunk them 48-0. Like, it is like, I want no points. He called Richard Sherman to tell him, like, you're playing with us. Like, you're going to be out there. Like, I need you to lock everything up out there.
But I'm going back to Lamar. I can't wait till next week. After Lamar don't do nothing. Can't do nothing because Detroit.
Watch Lamar have a fucking field day.
But like I said, Lamar do ball, he balls because it's Lamar Jackson.
Oh, don't try to justify you being wrong already. Like,
he's not a sinner. I'm not saying don't start Lamar.
You trying to get ahead of the 8-ball and cop a plea. Like, son, stop, man. Mark Ingram, nobody out there in fantasy world starting that guy anyway.
Some people might.
No.
Mark Ingram versus Buffalo.
No one's starting that guy.
True.
Who is starting him?
It's injured. A lot of injuries out there right now.
If you in the chat starting Mark Ingram, drop it.
Oh, we got 5 years. I mean, but come on, bro.
No one is though.
Saquon, nobody starting Mark Ingram.
Nah.
Against Buffalo,
he's not even probably ranked. He's probably unranked. Like, you know, he's probably unranked.
All right, I'm gonna go and put.
I'm gonna take Philip.
Put all the studs on there.
Philip Lindsay over.
You don't have to put studs. He's not top 25. He's not top 30.
Let's go to the seventh, man. Downgrade Saquon Barkley against New Orleans. Saquon is not back full speed yet, and New Orleans defense is tough against running backs. So we're gonna move on to the receivers.
I agree with it.
Oh, these guys, man. Sit Marquise Brown against Denver. Like I said, anybody in this game.
He started everybody. He's sitting everybody from
Baltimore. I don't
Ravens.
see the stats. I don't see the stats coming from this game.
Why you don't got Cortland Sutton up there?
I don't see the stats coming from this game. Sit Brandon Cooks against Buffalo. Like we talked about, Buffalo is number 2 ranked against wide receivers this year. Hunter Renfrow. I don't know why people's. I mean, he had a couple.
What's wrong with Hunter Renfrow?
He had 3 good games, but like I said last week, the Chargers are number 1 against wide receivers. Number 1. They've been shutting shit down. We went through that. Was that yesterday? We went through that. They shut down good receivers too. Look it up. You got your handy dandy cell phone right there. Look it up. They've been shutting shit down. Tyreek Hill last week they shut that shit down.
Has been all right though, man. He's played some tough defense. He played Baltimore, Pittsburgh, Miami. Those were some solid defenses. So I think Renfrow is going to be a solid play.
Renfrow is a sit-em because just because of that, of what you got over there, you sit Hunter Renfrow. You don't want to start that guy.
Why? Wait, what is your reason?
Because the Chargers are number 1 against receivers this year. They just shut down Tyreek Hill. You can look up other guys they shut down this year.
Okay, but
look it up.
We had this discussion last week. We had this.
Carl, where you at?
No, we had a discussion yesterday. And we were talking about, and y'all was against Derek Carr. I'm still high on Derek Carr. I think Derek Carr goes out there and he balls out. My opinion. And then somebody's got to be out there to catch the football. Waller's going to be out there. Renfro's going to be out there. Edwards going to be out there. So I think there's going to be a shootout. My opinion. I feel like it's going to be a shootout. I feel like Renfro's going to be heavily involved in that. He's been on third downs. Derek Carr, that he's been looking for him. Third downs. I mean, he's catching the rock. He's going to Renfro. So I like Renfro. I mean, I feel like he's an underrated wide receiver for that team. I feel like he is their number 1. I mean, he's their number 2 because I can't forget about Waller. I mean, he's the number 2. If he's not looking Waller's way,
if he's the
looking
number
at
two.
Renfro.
Oakland needs to do something. They need to make a trade or something. They need to pick somebody. He is not the guy.
But as a sit him, I wouldn't say sit him, dog, because I feel like that game is going to be a shooter. I feel like their Carr is going to be able to throw against them, and y'all can say what y'all want about who they've played, about who Raiders played. I mean, Pittsburgh, is their defense same as last year? No, but I still feel like that's a solid defense.
No, not the same.
Okay, you can say that, but still, okay, we can talk about you're so hype on the Chargers D, like they're the greatest defense of all time. They've been able to they've been
shut
scored
down some good wide receivers,
but they've been scored on as well too.
By who?
They've been scored on. Me even with us. I mean, we was able to make it a solid game. They pulled away at the end,
but we weren't scoring on them like you're saying. We were scoring on them. Dallas, what did Dak do against them? Nothing.
Okay, Dak had
CeeDee Lamb, Mark Cooper, nothing. Tyreek Hill, nothing.
Dak had an off game. But
it's not an off game. It's the defense.
I'm going against. I'm going with Raiders.
Pressure on
I'm
his
going
ass.
with the Raiders.
Off game.
I'm going with the Raiders in this one.
He had 7 fantasy points.
Derek Carr has thrown 300 yards in each of his games. Does he get the 300 yards?
No.
I'm not gonna put the money on that. He does get that, but he's going to throw touchdowns. He's going to have to.
No,
he's going to have
he might
to,
throw
dog.
One.
He's gonna it's gonna be more than one. I'll make that bet here right now. He's gonna throw more than one touchdown, like for sure. That's definitely gonna happen.
I like
all
that
right,
bet.
yeah, you're not making that bet because you know that's
going
to happen. But Renfro definitely
that's a good bet, man.
He's throwing the ball to somebody. If it's not Waller, Renfro is the next guy in line, and they're going to key in on Waller, which is going to open up things.
I feel bad for Derek Carr. Renfro is his number two.
So who's aside the Sammy Jr.? Is he going to be on Renfro? That's what you're saying,
bro? No, I mean they're not moving nobody for Renfro. They're going to play whoever's in front of him.
Exactly, and they're going to key in on Waller. Renfro is going to be open to make plays. He's going to have opportunities to make plays out there. So I don't have him as a sit-em.
I'm looking at Hunter Renfro heavy this week for y'all.
We go back and watch this episode. Look at Hunter Renfro.
I need to see this.
Heavy. He scored a touchdown.
I'm
not back up there, man.
I'm not agreeing or disagreeing. I'm just saying, like, it's.
Well, you need to be disagreeing with that.
I don't know.
I'm kind of on the fence.
All right,
it could go either way.
Downgrade CeeDee Lamb and Amari Cooper against New Orleans. I feel like
they don't play New Orleans. They play Carolina.
So I feel like Carolina's defense, they haven't played anybody, no. But I feel like Dak Prescott this year, it started slow. It hasn't looked good in Dallas on the offensive side of the ball, except for last week. But did Dak have a huge
It looked good week 1 against Tampa.
That was a high-scoring game. That was like Tampa has no secondary.
Make it make sense, Sean.
No, Tampa secondary
make it
is
make
garbage.
sense, Sean.
Tampa secondary
make it
is
make
garbage.
sense. They're playing the team in front of them. You're saying it's a slow start.
Garbage.
He had like 30 fantasy. He had like 28, 29, 27, whatever.
What he did the last 2 weeks?
Bro, he had like 20 fantasy points last week.
Last 2 weeks?
What do you want?
He didn't have 20 fantasy points last
week.
He
threw 3 touchdowns. What do you want him to do? He's one of the better running backs in the league. What do you want him to do?
Better running backs now. Dak, okay.
Okay, so what are you saying? Zeke is not one of the better running backs in the league?
What
are we talking about?
I asked Mac to change it to DeAndre Hopkins, but it's still up there with CeeDee Lamb. So I'm going to say DeAndre Hopkins because he's playing Jalen Ramsey. I did make that change. I like
that. I feel you on that. I told you to change one of my stardoms to DJ Moore too, but you know what I'm saying? It's an adjustment. The adjustments. We gotta start getting that shit. Yeah. But JC Horn is hurt.
This is really my downgrade this week for wide receivers. Going against Jalen Ramsey, it's going to be tough for him.
100%. It's going to be tough.
We're going to move to the tight ends. Robert Tonyan against Pitt.
Yeah,
I don't like Tonyan this year. I feel like DeAndre. You
got Mark Andrews up there.
Deontay Adams. What's his name? Devontae Adams. He's a bum. That's why I don't remember his name. Devontae Adams is getting a lot of looks. He got 18 targets last week. That's half of Aaron Rodgers' passes. So I don't feel like Tanya's going to get a lot of opportunities in this game. Evan Ingram, he's a wait and see. I have to see what he's going to do because he's been a bum for his entire career.
Yeah, man.
Jonnu Smith against
years the Wilds have not been wild. Evan Ingram. Years the Wilds have not been wild.
Yeah, bro. It's fucking crazy.
He's been terrible.
But he needs to his potential is
potential there. All right. It's been 3-4 years. Like how much potential
or not getting targets.
Or fumbling.
Like, it's no more trust the
Fucking
process with
fumbling.
that one. The process, the process should have came to fruition by now. But you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Evan Ingram, I agree with that one. It's a settle.
Yeah, we're gonna move to who I got. Johnu Smith against Tampa. I don't know what's going on with Johnu over there. Last week he had 1 catch. He had 6 targets. He had 1 catch.
It's Mac Jones.
Blame Mac Jones, but I'm
You
blaming
know
Jonnu
Cam
Smith
Newton
not
somewhere
getting open.
laughing it up.
Oh, he's laughing.
Oh, yeah.
Hunter Henry, he not still the morning.
No way. No way. Why would I? Why would he be funny?
We got Johnu up there, like loud and proud. Not Hunter.
Johnu's supposed to be the number 1 tight end. He's
Not Hunter.
Hunter's playing better than him right now. But downgrade Mark Andrews against Denver. Mark Andrews hasn't really done anything this season. He's been quiet. So you're definitely sitting him this week.
Hunter
against
Henry
a strong
starting in your
Denver.
lineup.
For sure.
Come on. Oh my God. Demon special teams.
Oh my God.
Sit Pittsburgh against Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers is on the tear right now.
I agree.
All
New
right.
England's defense against Tampa.
I agree.
Tom Brady is coming for revenge
I
against
agree.
New England.
Yes, it's gonna be
You
bad.
downgrade LA's defense against Arizona.
I agree.
LA's defense is very solid, but going against Kyler Murray, DeAndre Hopkins, you don't start them. I mean, you may push them out there, but don't expect too much from them this week. And those are my sit-ems. These guys didn't like it, but we're gonna see next week.
Listen, shit. This is why this is a prime example of why
we
you need to
got
listen to me to win your league.
we definitely got to do the hit and misses next week. We got to do hit or misses. Next
Yeah,
week. Definitely
for sure.
gotta
That's
do
coming
it.
up next week.
Definitely got to do them.
We're gonna do the hit or miss. We're gonna do a recap of our stardom sit-ems and what we got going, buy low, sell highs, everything. So I'm not impressed by what I saw today, fellas.
But,
we gotta get back to the drawing
we got to
board.
speak your mind, right, man? We got to speak your mind. All right, so we're going around this. We're gonna wrap it up with our speak our minds. All right, so let's get into speak your minds.
What am I gonna say?
I'm gonna go with
on
my.
John
I'll start it off.
You're gonna finish it too.
Yeah, nigga.
All right.
I not
Let's
prepared
speak
for
your
this one,
mind
man.
player for me is gonna be Tony Pollard. For me, I'm gonna speak my mind on this guy. I feel like he doesn't get the recognition that he deserves. All right, Ezekiel Elliott, the past 3 weeks, he's averaged 6.8 rushing yards. He's averaged 4.5 rushing yards, and Tony Pollard has averaged 6.8 rushing yards. He's just not getting the same amount of opportunities that Zeke is getting. And Zeke got the love last week because he got the goal line work and all that other stuff. But Tony Pollard is a guy that I feel like he looks better than Zeke out there. I'm gonna keep it 100. He looks better than Zeke out there, and I would like to see him get more opportunities. He's creeping up into that. He's creeping up into that Kareem Hunt territory. As like we seen Kareem Hunt last week go for like 21.7 fantasy points, tweez that you had on your bench. So I feel like Tony Pollard is creeping up into that. Like he's a solid handcuff, but I feel like he's creeping up into that Kareem Hunt territory, man. He's involved. They're trying to put him in there as with that unit with the starting unit. So I'm definitely all in on Tony Pollard. I feel like he just needs more opportunities. If he gets the same opportunities that Zeke gets, he's gonna do better, in my opinion, with those opportunities than what Zeke is doing. So, a speaking my player for me is Mr. Tony Pollard. I definitely believe if there's an injury that happens I'm not wishing injuries on Zeke, but if something is to happen to him, I definitely believe that Tony Pollard could come in there and potentially, he's definitely going to be a top 10 running back, but he could potentially be a top 5 running back if he gets the opportunity. So my speak your mind player is Mr. Tony Pollard.
I don't have
Anybody?
a speak your mind player, bro. I'm not even going. It just is.
Say what you think about him.
I mean, I agree with Tony Pollard. Like,
yeah.
Tony Pollard is looking good this year. Like you said, if he got the same opportunities as Zeke, but Zeke is getting paid $95 million.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
he's not going to get those opportunities. Zeke is going to continue to get them. But I feel like just watching the games and watching Dallas play, when Tony Pollard gets the ball, he looks more explosive than Ezekiel Elliott looks. You know what I mean? Zeke had a good game last week. He ran the ball well, but the total Philadelphia's defense and their whole team just wasn't there last week. So I feel like if Tony Pollard got those carries, he would have did the same thing or maybe more, like you said.
Yeah, we was talking back and forth. We was talking back and forth in the group. And we was all saying like Tony Pollard looking better than Zeke out there running the ball. He looks better. I mean,
yeah, man.
So I'm gonna give him his flowers. You know what I'm saying? Just because I feel like he can definitely be a starting running back. He can be a workhorse running back in this league, and I just feel like he just didn't get the opportunities. I mean, he didn't get as much as what he should. But I definitely feel like I have him as a handcuff guy on my bench, but I feel like he can be a Kareem Hunt type of caliber player. Like you're starting Kareem Hunt this week. I feel like it can get to that point to where he's heavily involved in that offense, even with Zeke there. So he's creeping up on that. So definitely, I mean,
so you think he's creeping up like as a flex player, like
as a flex player? Yes, I definitely could see him creeping up as a flex play. But we'll see. Time will tell. I mean, it's still a long season. We'll see if Zeke can hold up. And I mean, in years past, Zeke has been able to hold up. Unfortunately, that's not great news for Tony Pollard for him getting his opportunities. But if something is to happen, Tony Pollard, I could see him potentially being a top 5 running back in the National Football League.
Oh, for 3 games? Okay, but
based on last year.
Yeah,
that's what the opportunity. If he gets the opportunity, that's still to be said. If he's going to get the opportunities,
but top 5, I don't know.
I don't know about top 5, but I do agree that I like Tony Pollard. I was telling a couple people in group chats earlier today. Shout out to DJ, but yeah, man, like I'm not a Dallas fan at all. I hate Dallas, man, but Tony Pollard looks good, bro. Like Tony Pollard looks good running the football. It's like we said, I do think personally that he looks better running the football than Zeke does. But I also think personally when Tony Pollard comes to the game, they're not keen on the run as much as they are when Zeke is in there. So I mean, there's a lot of factors that go into it with defenses and scheming for Tony Pollard when he gets the ball. But when he does get the touches, and regardless if they're scheming for him or not, when he's running the ball, he looks good running the ball. Like he's averaging
but even in
5
the
a clip,
game too.
like 5 a clip, yeah. And he looks better. He looks better catching the ball too. But overall player, yeah, I'm taking Zeke for sure. But if something were to happen, you, for anybody who has Tony Pollard out there as a handcuff, if you're in a really, really, really deep league, then yeah, you can definitely start Pollard at the flex. I believe after 3 weeks, he's proven that Dallas is going to be on the field when you expect Zeke to be on the field. Like I remember after the first kickoff last week, he was looking at the sideline like, am I coming out?
And sometimes they're on the field at the same time.
Yeah,
they got
exactly.
Yeah,
which is crazy.
So they want to use him. They just know that Zeke is the $95 million man. So they're like, we got to use and abuse him until we can't. Like,
right.
You know what I mean? Until his wheels fall off. So that's where they're at right now with their running back situation.
Yeah, but like I said,
you can't pay a guy.
I'm gonna tell you right now. If something happens to Zeke, God forbid, something happens to Zeke, Tony Pollard is going to potentially be a top 5 running back. I'm going on the limb. That could be a bold prediction. Y'all can call it what y'all want to call it. But if something happens to Zeke, he's going to be a top 5. He's
going to get a lot of volume in that offense for sure.
Yeah, but
it's all about volume in fantasy football, man.
But that wraps up the Speak Your Mind. And anybody, any players that come to your mind, y'all want to talk about? Y'all want to highlight?
Nah.
All right, we gonna wrap up this premium episode, man. It was great to come on with y'all. You know what I'm saying? The free premium episode. We just gave y'all a little snippet of what y'all would get if y'all sign up for our premium. So definitely, if you haven't done so yet, please do so. We're gonna give y'all great content. So make sure y'all do that. Also, if you have not yet followed us on The Fantasy with SJT, The Fantasy with SJT. Once again, please give us a follow. You know what I'm saying? Leave a comment if you have any questions. Go ahead, leave those in the live stream. Also in the DMs, we're gonna get back to y'all. We also got the questionnaires going on in the story, so you can go ahead and hit that up. You know what I'm saying? Ask your question. We're gonna answer all those. And I think that wraps it up, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna see y'all next week. One love always. Tweez.
Wear your mask.
You already know.
I ain't want that.